Hi everyone, Sean Waldman with Secure Cyber, and this is your weekly cyber update. We've done a lot of reporting this week on the U.S. telecom breach by Chinese threat actors, so I want to talk about it just a little bit more. Just in case you're just now getting up to speed with what this means, the U.S. government basically issued a report this week indicating that anyone using the public telecommunication networks or cellular networks should be encrypting traffic. What that means is if you're using voice phone calls or text messaging for sensitive communications, that you should be using services like Signal, WhatsApp, and we've also been able to add FaceTime to the list of end-to-end encrypted technologies, as well as Google Messages. There is a bulletin, a special report that we did earlier this week that I think we can reference here in this video. But basically what this comes down to is iDevice to iDevice using things like iMessage are fine, and those are encrypted technologies. Using WhatsApp and using Signal for encrypted voice communications is something that you should be looking into, as well as being able to use FaceTime for end-to-end encryption. And I also wanted to add Microsoft Teams is also Teams phone calls and Teams messaging inside the Microsoft platform, although not free, is also end-to-end encrypted. So more information down in the description as far as the actual links to the article and the videos that we've done. Just something to definitely look into if you're using cell phone devices for communications. I also wanted to bring up one other item. MFA over SMS is dead. And what I mean by that is if you're receiving your multi-factor code over text messaging, you have to assume that by the nature of the public cellular network, all of those SMS messages are plain text and best effort. So none of those are encrypted at all. So just keep in mind when you're using text messaging and you're getting those multi-factor codes, that if you're receiving them over SMS, you really have to move to one-time passwords. You really have to move to something like Google Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator, and then of course, the evolution of that is the best case scenario is that you're using passkeys like YubiKeys, where you have to plug that device into your computer and you have to authenticate off of that. Next up, the city of Hoboken, New Jersey has been attacked by the Conti group. Conti is a Russian threat actor. We've routinely seen the Russians very active, especially in local government. Conti, Ransom Hub, as well as Black Suit are some of the more common Russian threat actors that have targeted local government. We're entering into the holiday season. We just passed Thanksgiving and now we're heading into Christmas and New Year's. And just be advised that these threat actors are going to be very, very active this month as they start to set up with their initial access brokers, getting access into local government organizations, and then launching those attacks because they know that local government is typically thinly staffed, and definitely around the holidays they know that people won't be around. So if you're a local government and you're watching this, please definitely take some type of step forward to make sure that whatever endpoint detection system that you have in place is on all devices and that you've got good inventory. There's a new Android Trojan out and about. It costs about $3,000 a month in order to operate. As many as 77 banking institutions, cryptocurrency exchanges, and national organizations have become the target of a newly discovered Android remote access Trojan called DroidBot. We, as Secure Cyber, have also run across a new one called DanaBot. We had exposure with that one last week. So if you're a banking institution, just be advised that about 17 affiliate groups have purchased this on the dark web. So there's 17 dark web affiliate groups. So these are bad guys that are paying $3,000 a month to have access to this banking Trojan that is out and about. So if you're a financial institution, even though we haven't really seen this yet here in the United States, it says here Austria, Belgium, France, Italy, Portugal, Spain, Turkey, and the UK. It doesn't mean that it can't get over here. So be very aware of things like BYOD or bring your own device, where you've got Android devices that are being operated on your corporate network. Typically endpoint detection on mobile devices is something that is possible, but it's complicated to do. just be advised that, those devices should be carved off as much as possible, maybe using things like network access control or other services, Intune, to just make sure that you've got a good inventory of personal devices, Android devices, and that you're not letting older Android devices on your network that haven't been updated. That's one of the major things that you need to be looking into, especially when you're looking to pick up on this type of activity on your network. Atrium Healthcare has advised that they've announced 585,000 people have become victim to a data leak. The Health and Human Services website had this information on their website, and apparently the patient portal between 2015 and 2019 was affected. So that's been a while ago. In 2018, there was a breach to Atrium Health that impacted about 2.5 million people. So I don't know why this has taken so long from a forensic perspective, but they're just now getting to the point where they're notifying over 500,000 people that they've been impacted. Atrium Health provides healthcare services to about 1,400 locations and 40 hospitals across several states. So just something to be aware of about protecting your personal information. Everyone should have their credit should be locked, and they should be monitoring their credit score and using some of those resources. But we're entering into the holidays, and we're certainly, unfortunately going to see more breaches. As we say here on this channel, let's be careful out there.